Coming to you from Lahonton Golf Club. This is one of the newer courses here on GSPRO. If you haven't seen the channel or these rounds before, we're using a Garmin Approach R10 GSPRO on a Windows PC. The tees today are about 6,800, and we are off and running at Lahonton, which is how I'm going to pronounce that from now on. Find the left-hand rough, and there's a tree directly in front of me, of course. I'm sure that I tried to play a fade, and I kind of did, but I definitely hit the tree. It gets knocked down, and we are now scrambling for a par on the first. That one sneaks in, and we do get a par. If you have not subscribed to the channel and you like watching some sim golf, then go ahead and hit subscribe. If you like R10, Garmin Approach, analysis, stats, swing data, also subscribe. And if you have GSPRO and you like to see the new courses, that's probably the biggest reason to subscribe, because we're posting new courses all the time. Right here we go up kind of over and through a tree that you could barely see. Now this is the second hole, par 5. It was a pretty long par 5, and with 2 shots we've made it down here to about 155 left. And it is a little short and rolls into the 2-putt zone, and we get a par. We are still even. We have about the exact same shot here, 155 again. This one we get a much better bounce, but we're still a couple feet from having a birdie, and that is also a par. Quickly now all the way to the 4th hole already. Kind of a topped 3-wood there that will run out just fine for a short par 4. 126 up the hill is a 9-iron or a pitching wedge for me. I have been pulling the ball left, and you'll see in a couple of videos I'm going to make a grip change that seems to have figured it out. I was just getting stronger and stronger with my left hand, and the only way to come through the hitting zone was to flip, and I was getting a lot of bad results. Right here, a good straight one, but over to the 3-putt automatic zone, and we get our first bogey of the day. On to the 6th. Par 4, 420. I didn't hit that good if I'm looking at it like that. We find ourselves in the first cut of rough. Pretty good a distance away, 189. The 175 to 200 yardage has been something I'm really trying to work on. We get a little lucky that the water runs out because we were left the whole way. And we have a short 15-yard chip here to try and save par at the 6th. That works out just fine. Stay at +1. On to the 7th. A par 5, 520, so maybe not reachable for me, but a decent drive here off the tee that finds the middle of the fairway. .114 left. This thing is dead on the pin in the air and checks up a couple inches before the birdie putt zone. So we go to the 8th, still +1, and we hit a top heel that just gets pounded straight down from a tree. We are going to hit out of these trees. These look gnarly. So a layup basically on a par 4. Should have a little less than 100 or left, and right at 100. That swing looked nice and on plane. And it lands in the par and bounces into the bogey. We go to +2. Trying to hit a fade around this tree and successfully doing so here. Get a good kick towards the hole, and we are going to end up in the semi-cut, 60 yards away. Just a lob wedge, trying to get it over the bunker, and left it a little short, and that's going to be a par. And we are forced to move to the back 9 at +2. Another 3-wood out there down the middle. About 150 left. And this one too comes up just a little short, but no harm, no foul, a par. Here's that yardage we've been struggling with, 195, down the hill about 6. Definitely fading it in there. And that's one of the better shots we've had today. An easy par, moving on to the 12th, which is a par 5. A lot of hang time, a 3-degree up attack angle on that. Garmin should never give me 4,400 spin. Here I was just trying to lay up on the left side of the fairway to give myself some sort of angle at the hole, which is tucked way back in by the water on this hole. Shout out to this golf club. It is beautiful, tucked in the mountains somewhere. And this one's made by Tech Bud, who you guys who play GSPRO know there's a bunch of courses by him, and he does a phenomenal job recreating these. So wherever this one is, I want to play it. We are just hitting pars and moving along here to the 13th. A good kick to get back in the fairway there. Nice on. Good face control there, and that one's actually going to get into the birdie zone, and we come back down to 1 over. This one's left all the way, but should be fine, just in the rough, leaving a short 100 something in to a tough pin position. But this one gets a good kick and rolls in, and we go back-to-back birdies to be even as we head to 15, which is a long par 3 in that yardage that I don't really, I'm not comfortable with. This one goes long and left, leaving us a chip to try and save par. And thankfully we do just that and keep it even, going to 16, 3 holes left. 144 downhill through the trees. Trying to be cautious with it, and mere inches away from back-to-back-to-back birdies, but we'll settle for the par. Go to the par 5 17th, which is a 540-yard split fairway. We lay up short of the bunker, which is fine. And now I'm trying to get to the other fairway, and I actually thought I tagged this. It was left, but it was a 3-wood that, 130 miles per hour ball speed should have went somewhere. It doesn't. I get stuck. And here we're laying up for our 3rd, which is going to make our 4th really important to try and keep this thing at par. A 50-yarder. Looked really good through the bottom. It's got a check. And it does not. You can see the disappointment there. 2 feet away. We've had a couple of those this round where the score would be dramatically different. A straight yank left on 18. which is another par 5. So luckily it's another par 5. Sadly, that was a terrible shot. We do just hit it out of there. Luckily get some yardage out of it. It's going to leave us this 200, 190 left. And I did not hit it good. It's left all the way and long all the way. And we are now chipping to try and save this +1 that we have straddled ourselves with. And that does remain in there. So luckily the error on 17 doesn't kill us, and we end up +1, 73, Lahonton by TechBud. Great course.